Hello you beautiful souls, welcome here. Today we have a new contribution to this channel in the face of my little puppy whose name is Pechenka, which is a cookie in English, or a biscuit in very English. She is very tiny, only 1 month old, so she'll probably be sleeping in my lap throughout the whole reading. You want to show your face to people. Let's show your face to people. Look how beautiful she is. And so the reading that we have today, it's called Messages from Your Future Self. I've got 3 piles of cards for you to choose from. I will insert the picture in a second. As always, take your time, listen to intuition, and then choose a pile that attracts you the most. Let's go. Hello my beautiful pile number 1, or everyone who chose the citrine stone. Let's see what messages does your future self has for you. And we've got the King of Swords, Thought, the Fool, Misfortune, Page of Cups, and Conversation. Pile 1. Your future self, for some reason, wants to talk about the person that you've been thinking very recently. It could have been an ex, a person that you've been in a relationship in the past, since we've got the King of Swords here. And you've been intensely thinking about them. I don't know why. Maybe the eclipse season, maybe, is it Venus retrograde now? Not yet. I think next month. And yeah, it feels like you are retrograding a little bit. Or just feeling a little bit blue, or I won't even say homesick for someone. Just feeling, analyzing a lot, rethinking the situations from the past, almost like in a very intense manner. And it's definitely someone you know very well. You had history with them. Maybe now you're not in a communication, or maybe this person left you, broke up with you. It just feels like someone very important for you. And the thoughts came back again, all over again. It feels like you've been in that loop already before, and now it's another cycle, or maybe just a very intense period for you again, feeling all of those emotions. It's not even emotions, it's almost like I just thinking about them makes me feel comfortable, or somehow at home, or relaxed even. This is such a strange feeling. Why is it that this person doesn't leave my mind for good? Why is it that I can't stop thinking about them? That's what you've been in, the energy you've been in the past, with this King of Swords and Thought. Definitely someone very smart, very intelligent, someone you probably have learned a lot from, someone very well spoken, someone very rational, logical. Yeah, as I said, incredibly smart. Very sharp mind this person has. And for some reason they got a hold of your mind again, somehow very recently. What's going on now? It almost feels to me as though you want to give this another chance. Give this another try. For many of you, maybe at a relationship that has just ended, or somehow was bumpy and you left it because it wasn't comfortable, but now the thoughts came back again, and I'm not surprised at all. It's an eclipse season. People get very emotional during these times, and I do feel that now there is an inkling, an intention in you to begin again this relationship, to start a conversation with this person, to somehow rebuild what was lost in the fire, almost what was destroyed, and start anew, like from a clean slate with this Fool. To risk it almost. What do I have to lose? This type of energy. But at the same time, at the back of your mind, I feel like you are still feeling worried and confused about what happened in the past, because there was a difficult situation, like a tower moment with this misfortune, like a crisis in this connection, in this relationship, in this situation, and probably one part of you is like, I don't want to experience that again. I don't want to watch all of this fall down again, get destroyed again, maybe go into a conflict again with this person. Yeah, to be blamed for something, or just feel like, yeah, not the best feelings you have or memories you have from how it all ended, how it all went down. And yeah, but at the same time there is this devil, should I say, energy in you with this Fool, almost like, but what if I try? What if we try again? What if we begin again? Almost like, I would like this new beginning. Only if we leave all the past in the past, all of the history, all of the pain, all of the destruction that we caused to each other, emotional, mental, just feels like it was a heavy connection. But now it's almost like it's coming back, and you have this childlike interest and excitement about this connection all over again. Interesting. But I do see a new beginning of sorts coming toward you in love. With this Page of Cups, your future self wants you to know that there will be an opportunity for you. Now, I'm going to see with the oracle cards whether it's the person from the past that comes back around or it's someone new. Because I do see a communication coming towards you from someone that is very inspired, very loving, very affectionate, very gentle. The Page of Cups is a very gentle energy, very romantic, very soft, very curious, and it does feel like you're going to be engaged in some sort of deep conversations, talks with someone who is very, very interested in you. Very interested. I want to look at the bottom of your deck to see the background story for you. Yeah, look at that. We've got the Devil. You are still feeling tied to someone here, to some story here, to a relationship. For sure, with this King of Swords, it's always next partner for me. And with the Devil, it's incredibly passionate, it's incredibly seductive. Yeah, it's got a hold on you somehow. I strongly feel like they're coming back around this person, especially if you want them to. I do see it's either an apology coming towards you or just an offer of love, a new beginning here. And definitely an intense communication, exchange of thoughts and feelings, emotions. But let's look at your oracle cards. Yeah, oh my gosh. It's interesting because I feel like you also have a potential for someone new coming towards you in the future, not just this person. You're going to be choosing for sure, pile one. You're going to have a choice this time around. Definitely communication is coming your way. We've got the accelerated motion card, which is almost like an Eight of Wands in traditional tarot, which is the energy of fast communication, of just arrows shooting through the sky and someone expressing themselves to you, or you are sharing your emotions, your feelings, and it's going very intense, very unexpected, and yeah, exciting, very exciting energy, a lot of movement. Also, faintly, I'm feeling like some of you might be traveling soon. There is an energy of travel here, because we also got this card Action, which is similar to the Chariot for me in traditional tarot, together with this accelerated motion, big energy of travel, of maybe going, maybe moving or going on vacation, traveling to somewhere. And new beginnings are on their way to you. I feel like, you know what? It feels like it's almost like a last test, testing your commitment to what it is that you want. Do you want the past to come back to you, or Are you ready for the future? A new partner, new prospects in love, new beginnings in general in your life? Are you ready to move forward? Because I do see people coming toward you, romantic interests, people who are romantically interested in you are coming toward you for sure with a Page of Cups and conversation. But to be honest, overall it feels like it's time to move for you, because we also got this card, time to go. And it's all about leaving the past in the past, because a future to a beautiful, much more fulfilling happiness, the door to happiness is about to be open in front of you, and it's time to go and open that door. You can already see it. I feel like many of you can already see it, especially in love. I do see someone coming forward, a very interesting person, very soft, very kind, very supportive, very compassionate, empathetic. And yeah, it just feels like the last time the past has tried to lure you in and remind you of how it was, how things were in the past with someone else here, with someone, your ex-partner, or situation from the past. We also got this card, the energy is gaining momentum, which is a waxing moon card. So much indication, so much energy of acceleration, of that's a very weird way of saying acceleration. My English. With this accelerated motion, action card, it's almost like you're ready. You're ready to enter a new chapter. Things are speeding up, events are speeding up, new people are going to enter your life, for sure. And your future self wants you to know it's okay. It's okay if you got sucked back into the thinking patterns that you used to have in the past, into the thoughts of people from the past, or feeling like maybe you can rebuild something from the ashes. It's okay, it happens to all of us. I feel like your future self wants you to know that much better things are ahead for you. Don't give up just yet. And then we've got this card, new beginnings. I'm going to read you the message on it. It says, everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. Absolutely, yeah. It does feel like new beginnings are ahead for you. And with the Fool in the middle of your spread, which is the main energy here, you are opening a new chapter for yourself, a new era. Absolutely. And your life is speeding up. That's what I'm feeling very strongly. New people are coming in. New love is coming in. New conversations. New exciting ideas. I feel like it's just with the Devil at the back of your deck, there is this feeling of, I can't free myself from my past. It's still trying to grab me and pull me back by some sort of seduction or some sort of secondary benefits or whatever it is that you have in your mind. Maybe I won't meet a better person. Maybe there won't be a better opportunity for me to experience something, whatever it is. Maybe it's money, that you're tied to someone because of money or whatever reasons. Maybe it's your ex-husband. A big message here from your future self is that keep moving. Future is much brighter than the past. Much brighter, much more exciting. Yeah. Let's get one more message from this deck as well. An advice for you. Pile 1. Messages from your future self. What does your future self want you to know right now? Yes, absolutely. Karma. It could have been a karmic connection that you were stuck in, although I don't really like all of those labels. Karmic connection, twin flame, fire candles, sibling fires, I don't know. I'm just making fun of it because I don't know. Is there any support for them existing? I guess it's just the overall feelings people get from some type of relationships, some patterns in relationships. Soulmate is the one I sort of believe in. Yes, I got carried away a little bit. So you've got this card Karma. I'm going to read you the message at the back of it. It says, someone from the past re-emerges in your life. This gives you the opportunity to handle things differently than you did before. Stand firmly in your power, yet stand also in the light of love. The universe is presenting you with a fresh opportunity to clear away any lingering karma linked to this relationship. Exactly what I was feeling from the beginning when I saw this King of Swords. Maybe you didn't say the things you wanted to say in the first round with this person. Maybe there is still something lingering. Maybe you wanted to apologize for something, or maybe you wanted to express your gratitude for the story, for the history you had together, but you didn't get a chance because everything got everything crippled so quickly and in a very chaotic way that you couldn't honestly express how you felt and have some sort of closure. I feel like what you're feeling at the moment is exactly the opportunity that you're getting again with this person. They're about to knock on your door again, and now if you have something that you haven't said yet, or maybe, I don't know, just the feelings that you haven't expressed, or some sort of gratitude again I'm feeling for some reason, you can do it this time. I feel like it's going to be much more easier with less emotional attachment because you're moving on. It's time for you to really move on and leave the past where it should be, in the past. So this is all I have for you, pile 1. I hope this reading gave you some insights, answered some of your questions, and I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello my beautiful pile number 2, or everyone who chose the walnut. Let's see what messages does your future self have for you. And we've got the Queen of Cups, Child, Eight of Cups, Joyfulness, Ace of Wands, and Sweetheart. Very interesting. Pile 2, I feel like definitely you are my emotional, compassionate, soft, empathetic empaths. That's who you are. This is my feeling pile. Very strong watery energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And yeah, what's going on? I feel like in the past there is this feeling that you've been very retrospective. There was a lot of self-reflection, going within, listen to your emotions, listening to your heart, taking care of yourself. It almost feels like a lot of inner child work that you've done very recently, almost like connecting to your inner child and asking her or him what it is that they want, how it is that they want to feel every single day, what it is that they want to do, even the smallest things like what it is that you want to eat for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, what kind of leisure do you want to do, to engage in, and taking care of your emotional needs, taking care of your inner child basically, while everyone else is feeding their ego or trying to be as adult and professional as possible. You are someone who's just going back and working on the most crucial part for every human being to function in this world, is your inner child, healing whatever needs to be healed, taking care of the fears, of the worries and wishes of your child. You know what, for some of you, I feel like it will be for 1 or 2 of you, this would be a literal child that you took care, that you spend much more time taking care of recently if you have a child. But for others I feel like it's more metaphoric energy of just protecting yourself, focusing on what it is that your most pure, most sacred part of you wants and needs, and nourishing yourself in the process, taking care of yourself, maybe even isolating yourself at times, not engaging in society as much anymore. I do feel like it's a little bit melancholic energy I'm getting here with this Queen of Cups and the Eight of Cups, almost like everything I see around me, what people are doing, it doesn't feel fulfilling for me at the moment. It feels a little bit superficial. All the fun that people are doing, maybe even partying, like if your friends are engaging in partying and going out, it just feels like there's a lot of joy that you are turning your back on, not participating as much anymore, because it just doesn't feel what you need right now. Maybe people are going out and dating, for example, and that's how they're filling their voids, like going on Tinder and meeting every other day, meeting a new person and trying to work it out and enjoy themselves. I feel like for you it's just, it feels like a waste of time. It feels like a waste of time, of energy, of emotions, of life force. I just want to take care of myself, make sure that myself, I'm good, first and foremost. This is my priority at the moment. My internal peace and balance and harmony within me, much more important than how people see me, whether I'm contributing to society, whether I'm going out, whether I'm partying, whether I'm laughing my, what it is? I forgot the expression. Laughing until I'm crying. Yeah, it feels a little bit superficial to you. I feel like you used to invest a lot of time in it. You used to invest a lot of time in fun activities in the past. Now, you want something that will nourish your soul. You want something that will feel good, that will feel stable, that will feel concrete, and soul food. That's what you want, soul food, not eye candy. Soul food. That's what your goals are. That's what you're trying to manifest. Maybe even someone who will be in touch with their inner child as much as you are. That's what you want. If it's a relationship relationship issues that you are dealing with at the moment. Because I feel like mostly it's all emotional sphere of your life is more prominent at the moment. Your heart situation, your heart state, how you feel about yourself, what emotions you're experiencing most of the day of your time. This is what you're focused on. Leaving what doesn't matter to you anymore in the past. Letting go of that. Not engaging in superficial stuff, in just maybe the societal norms or even like celebration of things, for example, or I don't know. I'm not saying that it's bad, it's just that this period in your life is not for that. I feel like this is what you're focusing on your inner peace, on your harmony, on connecting with your inner child, connecting with your heart, with your intuition and your compassion, coming back to yourself basically. And but I do see a beautiful new beginning coming your way in the future. It does feel like a romantic, passionate, something is going to bloom here. That's definitely a message from your future self. Don't give up just yet. Don't go into your cave and sanctuary completely for good just yet, because someone is going to be very very attracted to you with this Ace of Wands and Sweetheart. It does feel like a very fresh energy, something very, very new, unexpected, and yeah, just like a bloom, something blooming, and out of nowhere basically, like a gift, like a new impulse here. And with the Sweetheart, it just feels like you will meet someone who will have exactly the type of appreciation that you want someone to have for you. If it's a romantic partner, for sure, it just feels like they will see you for who you are exactly and be in awe of it. Yeah, I want to look at the bottom of your deck to see the background story here. Just to be clear, yeah, we've got this Page of Wands. I feel like some of you might be even traveling. Currently you're undertaking a travel, or you will be traveling soon. It does feel like your eyes and your heart are set on something new, on fresh opportunities, on new people, on new places, on new exciting ideas, connections. A lot of curiosity is here, a lot of excitement, and I do see a new person, a new relationship blooming here, beginning here, and a very passionate one, for sure. With the sweetheart, it just feels like very affectionate, but at the same time like fire being ignited in your soul. What is this? I haven't felt this way for so long. I was very immersed with my emotions, with my internal world, and with my healing my inner child, maybe going to therapy, or just with my spirituality, and now boom, this new beginning is here. Let's look at your oracle cards. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at this. First of all, where do I even start? I do feel like many of you have been quite disappointed with relationships around you. Maybe with a romantic relationship, with a certain connection you had in the past, or maybe with friendships, just people. It feels like emotionally you did not feel understood. You did not feel like the sphere, the aspect of relationships in your life is not going too well. And with this emotional loss card, it could have been that you went through a breakup, or maybe just through a disappointing connection that you had many hopes for, big hopes for, and it felt very frustrating and sad that it didn't work out. I do see you leaving something in the past here with the Eight of Cups, something that wasn't fulfilling to you anymore. Could be friendships, could be a connection here. Yeah, and it did require a period of mourning for sure with this Queen of Cups. Healing your heart, healing your inner child, who was so excited when it all was going well, but eventually didn't turn out to be what you wanted it to be. That great kind of happily ever after story. Yeah. Then what do we have here? We've got this card Flexible. I feel like it's a message from your future self not to be so focused on going within, on the pain that you've been experiencing, on the disappointments, on the fact that maybe you shouldn't trust people. Maybe it's all superficial and you'll never find your tribe, your soul tribe, your perfect romantic partner who will give you exactly what you need. Don't give up just yet. Be a little bit more flexible, because what's coming is going to take you by surprise with the Ace of Wands and Sweetheart. Very unexpected new beginning in love and relationships. Yeah. Stay a little bit more open-minded. Just a little bit more. I feel like that's what the message here. Don't give up just yet. And then we've got this card First Chakra and Archangel Michael. Exactly the energy of the Ace of Wands here, the root chakra. All about excitement, all about passion, all about pleasure, and things we need, things that give us this feeling of that we are really alive, that this is really happening. We are experiencing everything full force, and also the root chakra is about passion and relationships, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here. A lot of passion is coming your way. I don't know why, but it feels like a prominent message here. It's almost like you were very focused on your emotional self, on your heart, on your feelings, and not so much you haven't been so much in your body. And what's going to change now is that you are coming back into your body, and how nicely it's going to feel with the Ace of Wands and Sweetheart. And I feel like you're going to be helped. Such a bit strange way to phrase it, but you're going to be helped. You know what I mean. Pile 2. I'm not going to elaborate more. Very much connecting to your instincts, to your impulses, like living in the moment and enjoying that with another person. Very refreshing energy, very exciting, very new, for sure, new. Then we've got this card, Surrender to the Divine, and it's full moon card. Just keep trusting, don't give up just yet, be flexible. Don't make any assumptions that if in the past something didn't work out, that's exactly how it's going to be in the future. For example, all men are cheaters, all women are whatever, too superficial, or I don't know what men think of women usually, what are the assumptions. I'm not a man, so anyway, someone is going to take you by surprise, that's for sure. That's what I'm seeing here with the Ace of Wands. Someone is going to make you very happy and take you by surprise, and it's coming very, very soon, because the Ace of Wands is the fastest energy, up to a month. I wouldn't say, let's give it 6 months, but usually it's up to a month energy with the Sage of Wands. 1 month and things are going to start changing. I feel like by 2022 you will feel completely different from what you're feeling now. And what you're feeling now feels like healing to me, which is very important for us during turbulent periods in our life, and after we experience heartbreaks and disappointments. What you're doing at the moment, healing yourself, is so important. And then we've got this card, Support, so beautiful. And it says, people come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. Yeah, interesting. I feel like it's a big lesson for you. Again, that's what I was feeling with relationships. Who are my people? Who is it that I want to spend my entire life with? Who is it that I can share my pain, my happiness, my dreams, wishes, goals for the future with? It's all about people and lessons also. The lessons that some people bring into your life, and how you almost like accept them. Beautiful energy. It could be that it's, for some of you, it's a difficult period for you to let go of something from the past. And that's why something new hasn't come in yet, because you're still processing what happened emotionally and going within, and maybe being very retrospective, because we've got the Queen of Cups. That's a Cancer energy, and Cancer is a very past-focused sign. Every astrologer says that Cancers live in the past. They don't think about the future. Present, somehow we are present, but the past is what we are constantly in. Well, Aquarius energy, if just the general information I learned, is people who always live in the future. They don't care what happened in the past. It's not important. Present, not so much. The future and possibilities for the future, they're very excited, and like vision forward, long-term vision they've got that they're really good at focusing on. Let's get one more card for you, pile 2. Messages from your higher, from your future self. What messages does your future self have for you at the moment? What does your future self wants you to know right now? We've got this card, Remembrance. Going to the past, thinking about the past, remembering something. And it says, remember, the light within your heart is the same as the rays of the sun and the glow of the moon. The same energy that moves the ocean tides also stirs inside your heart. What is it that your heart truly desires? What have you not said to someone that you like to say, that you would like to say? Find and express your truth. Beautiful. Yeah, very retrospective, almost like it's been brewing inside of you. Something that you've been wanting to express, to share with this emotional loss, emotional pain you've been feeling. And remembering yourself. I feel like for many of you it's important. Like you've been very wrapped up with what happened, the story from the past. And now you're coming back to remembering your inner child, who you used to be when you were younger maybe, just what it is that you truly want in life, remembering. So this is all I have for you, pile 2. I hope this reading was helpful, inspiring to you. Hope it answered some of your questions. And I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello my beautiful pile number 3, or everyone who chose the Aventuring Elephant. Let's see what messages does your future self have for you at the moment. And we are opening the reading with the Sun, Falseness, 3 of Wands, Despair, 10 of Wands, Thief. Very interesting. Pile 3. Your energy feels burdened to me for some reason, like you are very tired, like you're trying to pull many things together at once, all by yourself. Trying to change your life somehow, trying to approach your dreams and goals, manifest something, all by yourself. But it's not easy. It's almost like there is something that escapes you. I'm not sure how to... What is it? Something that keeps escaping you. There is some sort of dream that you are pushing yourself towards. Some sort of final happiness, final joy and blissful state of being. Maybe some sort of success, or a dream job, or a dream relationship for some of you with a certain person, or just some final destination that you want to be in, where you could completely be yourself and be happy with it, be accepted for it, not judged, and yeah, be yourself unapologetically. That's where you want to get. And somehow it's tied to what you're doing in your everyday life and expressing yourself, the way you express yourself. One of your main goals is to express yourself in a very authentic way through whatever means you've got. Be it in your relationships, be it in your art, be it in your career, in your profession. But for some reason it's almost like you can't be yourself. Or people are expecting something different from you. Or you cannot trust people completely because they are quite slippery. People who come along, especially recently, it's almost like as soon as you start trusting someone, you see red flags, or you see the things that you immediately recognize as, like, what's the phrase in English? Deal breaker? Something like that. Something that you wouldn't work with, something that you wouldn't understand in the future. There is a lot of frustration in you. It's almost like, do I have to do everything by myself all over again, all the time? There is this feeling of desperation and tiredness. I do see a lot of hope still. It's almost like you've got a dream, you've got a vision, and it's very bright and beautiful at the back of your mind. And you are making plans, you are strategizing, you are focusing on that. But it's almost like it's getting harder and harder to believe that you can get there for some reason. It's almost like there are stones in your shoes while you're walking, while you're trying to walk, that distract you. Could be in the form of people, could be in the form of circumstances, could be in the case, for example, if you need to travel to get to your happy destination place, but you can't travel because of restrictions, and that's what causes this desperation here. It's almost like, how do I pull everything together, all the things that need to work, how do I make them work finally? Just feels like you are very tired at the moment, your mind is quite hectic. How is it going to happen? How am I going to make it happen? Something that is a big dream of yours. I feel like for many of you it's going to be a different thing, and many people chose this pile. you've got something particular in your mind when I say a biggest dream of yours, a big manifestation. But at the same time, I do see you planning, I do see you strategizing, I do see you trying to come up with like steps, plan that includes every single step that you have to take along the way. You have thought it through. You've got a very good mind, you're very analytical, you're very smart. But at the same time, it's almost like, why is it not happening? Is it a wishful thinking? Am I not doing enough? Although you're doing a lot. You have done already a lot to make it happen. Am I fooling myself? Are the people that are involved fooling me? Just a lot of slippery energy. It's like I don't feel that I'm getting there as fast as I should be. It just feels harder than it should be as well. And with this Ten of Wands and Thief, it's almost like you're coming to the end. You're coming to the end of this process of manifesting what it is that you want. But I do see you wanting to leave it all, throw it all in the air a few times during the course of trying to achieve this big dream of yours. Almost like, I don't know if I can do it anymore. I don't know if I've got much energy to give to it still. With this Thief, almost like maybe there is an easier way. Maybe I shouldn't try so hard. Maybe I'm making it harder for myself. This type of questions I feel like are coming up in your mind. Why does it have to be so hard? Why do I have to do all of it on my own? But I feel like your inner, all of your inner being, your heart, would never rest if you haven't achieved this dream of yours with the Sun. It's who you are. You've got to, this dream, that goal was planted in your heart for a reason. Even if at times it feels like it's a foolish dream, a foolish idea, whatever it is, a relationship, a dream, oh my gosh, the happiest relationship of your dreams, maybe a successful career that you wanted to have all along, maybe to get a degree somewhere for some of you, or to travel somewhere, or I don't know, to become famous for some of you since it's the Sun energy, or creative, like pursuing something creative. It's just, it was planted in your heart for a reason. You are supposed to want it, you are supposed to strive for it and struggle in your way, yes. But I feel like you are almost there, you're almost done. Let's look at the back of your deck to see the background story here. Yeah, and we've got the Five of Wands. It's almost like you feel misunderstood, pile 3. I don't know why, I was feeling it from the beginning. People are throwing sticks at you. Not literally, but metaphorically, making things harder for you, even though you're not hurting a single soul in your process of achieving your goal or achieving your dream. But you, because of the people along the way that you meet, it could be toxic people, it could be just very difficult personas that you have to deal with. It's just communication is not going well. We are going wall on wall, like clashing against each other, and it feels so hard. It's almost like, why is it so hard for you to understand me when I understand you completely? I let you be who you are completely, I let you want whatever you want to want in life, to have in life. Why is it that my dreams are so contradictory to others, or to my loved ones, or to the people who matter to you? Almost like there is a lot of confrontation in your life and opposition with others for some reason along the way, and it's wearing you down, because I feel like you're a very nice person, you're a very loving person, very positive and hopeful. You bring a lot of hope and warm energy towards others. A lot of optimism is coming through to you, but the way they relate to your problems, to your situation, is just like knives on knives. Is that the expression in English? I don't know. Oh, let's look at your oracle cards, pile 3. You've been so strong. Your future self just wants to applaud you to congratulate you, to hug you and say that you've been so strong, and I'm looking at us, at you, and I'm so proud. So proud. Even if you've been made to wait, I feel like many of you are trying to manifest something, but it's not coming, maybe for years. And there is a reason why you are put on that cycle of waiting. You need that moment, almost like of slowing down. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't call yourself a loser, no way, or like the person who can't achieve their dreams. Don't even dare. Your future self wants you to know. Don't give up. You've got so much creative energy within you. You bring things to life. I feel like you have a soul of an artist, of a creator, someone who's a visionary person with the second chakra, or Archangel Ariel. It's the place where our manifestations are born, where the art is born, music is born, where the most beautiful paintings are born. Don't give up. Don't give up. Hold on to that warmth, to that excitement, to that happiness that is ignited within you when you think of your dream, when you think of your final destination, where you want to be, what you want to have, who you want to be with. And don't give up just yet. And we've got this guy poised. It's almost like you have built a muscle, mental muscle, emotional muscle, that is meant to help you to withstand whatever it is that is thrown at you, whatever obstacles, whatever difficult people that come your way. You've become only stronger because of all of that. You're so resilient. Yeah, and this kite for me is like a monument. You're like a statue that you've carved yourself into a statue. Someone so strong, so stoic, so brave and courageous, and I'm not gonna cripple regardless how difficult things get. I believe in my vision. It's coming. I know. I'm further than halfway already. And then we've got no, let's do this one. Then we have this card, New Moon in Gemini, and it says communication is key. Again, I feel like talking to people might be difficult at times for you. Expressing yourself, maybe in your relationships, maybe in your career, whatever it is you do, it just feels like it's dragging you back. People don't understand you, or maybe whatever you say, it doesn't come across as how you wanted it to sound. And at the same time, I feel like you need people on your journey still. They are going to be the ones who will help you, not slow you down or take from you. They will be the ones eventually who will help you, for sure. And not closing yourself from others, but still trying to communicate, trying to talk through things, trying to ask for advice is going to be very, very helpful for you. It will almost like lighten the load that you are carrying. And then we've got this card, Dream Talk. And it says, your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more. Interesting, because again I was feeling that you're starting to doubt yourself, not believe in your abilities, believe in your judgment, even your thoughts. It's almost like, am I delusional? Am I wrong? Maybe I shouldn't be so focused on this anymore. Maybe I should give up. And it's almost like, no, you are on the right track. You are doing good. Listen to your intuition rather than your rational thoughts that are crippling in. Those doubts, those inner critic, ego-based ideas and phrases that come up in your mind. You've been so strong. And I feel like your higher self is sending you signs that redirecting you back on your path. Or just simply stating that you're doing good, you're on the right path. Don't give up just yet. Let's get one more message for you, Pile 3. Messages from your future self. What does your future self want you to know right now? Pile 3. What does your future self want you to know right now? And we've got this card, Tranquility. I feel like that's exactly what many of you need at the moment. Just breathe. I just took a really deep breath because I felt like I haven't been breathing your whole reading. It was very shallow and not comfortable, not peaceful breathing, not relaxing. And I'm going to read you the message at the back of this card. Trust. All will turn out well. Absolutely. Everything will fall into place. Peace of mind and tranquility are soon restored. Yeah, don't give up. I feel like your mind has been playing tricks on you and working against you almost. No, you are wrong, you're doing everything wrong, your dream will never manifest. I don't know, look at everyone else, they are doing so much better. Don't listen to that. Just find your inner peace, find your balance within you, find your quiet place, maybe meditate more. But I feel like you are very much at the end of this difficult cycle. This tough cycle is coming to an end for you, for sure. It's almost like you're about to escape it. You're about to leave it for good. It feels like this difficult cycle for you is also comprised of a lot of waiting and a lot of tedious either work or just thinking. I feel like for many people it will be different. For those of you where it's career, it's work. That is just all the same without breakthrough. And for others, if it's a relationship, it's just waiting and it's difficult. It's just heavy. It's getting old for you, basically. That's how it feels to me. And tranquility is about to come into your life. You're going to feel so much peace, much more peaceful, much more relaxed. More yourself, I would even say. Feel more like yourself. I feel like most of you, that's what you've been needing. That's what you were hungry for, to feel like yourself again with the sun. So this is all I have for you, pile 3. I hope this reading has resonated with you, has given you answers that you were looking for. And I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.